Welcome to Rakonto. In this video, we'll take a tour of the Rakonto storytelling engine and its features. If you haven't done so already, set up a free account at rakonto.io. Rakonto will send you a confirmation email. Open the email, confirm your account, and then log in. Alright, you've created a Rakonto account and you have logged in for the very first time. Rakonto will display a Welcome to Rakonto page. From here you can view your library or you can create your very first story. For purposes of our tutorial, we're going to create a story. So click on the Create My First Story button. You're presented with a wizard. 3 simple steps to creating a story. The first is to give the story a title. If you've got a story in mind, go ahead and type what you think that story should be called. I'm going to type Working with My Grandpa. If you're not sure what story you want to tell, you can watch this video tutorial, which will help you figure out a story to tell. Or you can use this suggestion box and you can type in words and it might give you suggestions on different stories that you can potentially tell. Or you can just scroll the list. I've typed in my title. Then I click next to go to the second step, which is the description. This helps you kind of orient your thoughts. And now I'm ready to record my story. If I'd already recorded a story, I can put my video or audio file here. If I've not yet recorded my story, I can record video or audio here. Now I'm going to record video. So I click this video button. When I'm ready to record, I click Start Recording. I'll look into the camera, tell my story, and then click Stop. The first time that I worked with my grandfather, I was 12 or 13 years old, and we worked on a project building a gazebo for my grandmother's sister, Jean, and her husband, Howard. Now, of course, I would spend more time talking about my story than that. That's just the introduction, but just for purposes of this video, I'm going to stop it there. If I'm not happy with my recording, I can discard it and I can do it again. If I'm pleased with it, I'll go ahead and click Save. When I do this, Rakonto will upload and process the video that I just recorded. It might take a few minutes or a little longer depending on the length of your video or audio recording. You can click the arrow, this chevron here, to see what's going on. Now my video process is finished and now I see a new story down here below, the story Working with My Grandpa. You've now created your first story. That was super easy. Now you might be asking yourself, what can I do with the story that I've just recorded? If I'm totally happy with the story, I can change the status from draft to published. By changing it to published, anyone who has access to view this collection, Christian Napier's collection, will be able to view this story. But there are some things that I might want to tweak about this story before I share it with people, so I'm going to change the status back to draft. And we'll show you how to share collections a little later on in this video. What can I do now? Well, a few things I can do on this page. I can change the collection. I might want to say, well, I don't want it in Christian Napier's collection, I want it in a different collection. I've only got one collection now, so I'll just leave it at Christian Napier's collection and hit cancel. Another thing I can do is replace the audio or video that I just recorded or uploaded by clicking the Replace Video Audio button. I can drag and drop a video or audio file to replace what's already there, or I can record new video or audio. I'm happy with my results, and so I'm going to hit cancel. Another thing I can do is change the thumbnail that viewers see when they see a snapshot of this story. By clicking the thumbnail icon, I can upload an image. There's my new image. Finally, if I'm not happy with the story and I just want to get rid of it altogether, I can hit the delete button. This will permanently remove this story from the database. I don't want to delete it, so I will keep it as is. A few other things that I can change on this screen. I can change the title and I can change the description of the story by clicking the pencil. There, a quick change. I save it, my changes are done. Now viewers can comment on the stories that I share with them by joining the conversation. I'm going to add a quick comment. And post it. I'll be able to see as the creator all of the comments that have been posted. Of course, I wouldn't normally post a comment on my own story, so I'll go ahead and delete this comment. Finally, in this About section, or on any of the sections, you can always view the video that's recorded. This is the centerpiece of the stories that are being shared, or the videos or the audios that are recorded. I'm going to click the View Video button. The first time that I worked with my grandfather, I was 12. Now we can see that Rakonto has automatically provided captions for this video that was recorded or uploaded. We can see these captions in the Transcript tab. Here in the Transcript tab, we can view and we can edit these. For example, it left off the last word, Howard. I'll click Save. Very simple. One of the great things about Rakonto is that you can identify people, places, and timelines that are relevant to the story that is being told. For people, I can add those who have been mentioned in the story. For example, I'll add my grandfather. He's not in the database, so I'll go ahead and add him. There's Dior. I can choose a thumbnail. And I can also provide a link to his records on Family Search or any other genealogical website. And now Dior Sorensen has been added. Maybe I want to edit Dior and choose a different image. All right, I'll change the thumbnail. Let's go with this one here. Okay. You can add as many people as you like, and these people can be added and tagged on other stories and collections that you record and share. Now, what about places? Places are key locations that are mentioned in the story. In this case, I might want to mention where Jean's house is. So I'm going to add a new place called Jean's house. There. Puts it on the map. Now I've created a place. You can add as many places as you like to a story, and these places can be associated with other stories. Similarly, I can identify key events that happened in the story, and I can put dates associated with those events and view them on a timeline. Let's go ahead and add a few events just for fun. Let's say that we started building this gazebo in the year 1980. And it was during the summer, so we'll put here. All right, so this is the date when gazebo construction started. Now, maybe a couple of weeks later, I remember this, we went fishing. So I'll go back to 1980. Let's say it was the 25th. All right, fishing at Vernon Creek. We'll go ahead and add that. And now I can see these items on a timeline. I can add as many items on the timeline as I wish, and people can view stories based on where things happen in a timeline. I could add photos that are relevant to the story that is being shared by uploading some pictures. The system will process and upload the photos. Viewers of my story will be able to see this in a photo gallery. I can also upload files. So I'll go ahead and upload those files now, and links will be created for this. Any viewer of the story will be able to click on these links and see the files that are relevant to the story that is being shared. If there are links to any other external sites that are relevant, I could put those links here. Maybe there's a video, for example. I can put that video link in there, and voila. Finally, we can put subtitles in different languages if we have family members or friends who don't speak the language that is being spoken in the video. To do that, just simply create subtitle, choose a language, choose a file. Now your story is just the way you want it and you're ready to share it. Well, how do you do that? In this section, we're going to show you how to share your story and edit and share your collections. First of all, at the story level, stories exist as draft or published. If we choose this to published, this means that anybody who has access to view this collection can now see this story. But we've got to give people that access, so how do we do that? Let's go back up to my library, or we can go to collections, either one. Here in my collection, if I click on the collection, I can see that it has one story in it, working with my grandfather. I can see the people that were associated with the stories, the places that were identified. There's Jean's house. I can see the timelines that were created. I can see any photos or any files that have been uploaded and any stories associated with this collection. Now I want to share it. What can I do? First of all, I can change the thumbnail associated with this story. There, Christian Napier's collection. If I don't like that thumbnail, I can replace it. There we go. Now I'm ready to change the description. Christian Napier's collection. All right, so I can change the name, I can add a description, I can see that here, and now I'm ready to share it. Right now, the collection is private. That means that only people that I invite to participate and see this story can see it. So I can choose different people and I can send them an invitation. If I don't care who sees a story, I can make the story public, and then I can copy this link and I can share that on social media. But for me, I'm just going to keep it private. And then people have these email addresses, and I can put any number of email addresses I wish in here, can then view the story. I'll click invite. And the person with the email address cnapier@gmail.com will receive an email invitation. They will click on that email and they will receive a link to join Rakonto, and they will be granted access, view access only, to view your collection and any stories that are associated with that collection that have been published. When you view your collections or stories, you'll notice that your name and initials appear with each collection and story. This information comes from the data that you entered when you created your Rakonto account. You can update this information by clicking on your initials or your photo in the top right corner of the page. Edit your profile by choosing Profile. You can change your thumbnail or image. If your name is misspelled, you can correct it here. You can also enter any information about you that would be helpful for your viewers. You can also change your password from here. That's it. You've taken a tour of all of the essential Rakonto features. Ready to tell your story? Come and sign up now for a free account at rakonto.io.